Just click on
Yeah,
record.
sure. I will do that.
Okay, don't forget.
Yeah,
Daily, whenever you're doing session, the same thing. Don't do.
sure, sure, definitely, Ganesh.
Okay, Nasa. Okay, Mamta, you can go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you. Okay. Yeah, so in the last session, so we just started with the basic understanding about the different visual services that we'll be getting related to the vision. One second.
sure.
Computer vision services, and then we just started understanding about uh, the services which help us in the Azure to implement those services. So with that, and also we just started with the NLP. So when we use this NLP, we'll be getting various benefits, like whenever I wanted to convert in like example, if I wanted to analyze and interpret the text document, so which is very like sometimes when will be, if I wanted to take an example, when I wanted to scan the spam messages, correct? So it will try to view all the emails, and from that it will try to filter it. So in that way, when I'll be having a large text documents, to filter that, we'll be using the NLP. And also sometimes spoken languages interpretation, like whatever the language conversion that I want from one language to another language. So with the apps which supports that, we'll be using. So this spoken language interpret, one example is like we can see Alexa, so Siri. So in that, whatever you are just, whatever the language that you are selecting, so if you are giving some instructions, so from that it will try to pick and act accordingly. And also translate spoken or written phrases between languages when we are using any translators to convert the specific languages. There also will use NLP. And interpret commands and determine appropriate actions which I want as well. Like this is an example for the chat part. Like whatever if the data is present, you can ask in different format, but the way you are expecting the answer, we are going to filter and get the response as such. So in that way, for various purpose, like we'll be using the NLP in the backend, like different types of the apps. So for that, we'll be using in the Azure. Microsoft Azure provides Azure AI language and Azure AI speech. And Azure Language Studio. These are the different services that we can try to use for this NLP and the Azure. Okay.
Okay.
So these are like, I just, as you are asking all the examples, right? Like I just
Yeah,
picked some of the examples. Like here, when these are some of the most used examples when it comes to the NLP. Like if you talk about language translation, like we'll be using Google Translate. And also when we search engine also, like search autocomplete, it will predict whenever we type even the not complete sentence, it will try to give you based on your search, it will try to complete the sentence which we are going to give, correct?
yes.
So the backend, there also it will try to use the NLP service. And then smart assistances which we are using like Siri and Alexa. Customer service automation, like to provide the customer based on their like to help the customer. So we'll be using a lot of chatbot, and sometimes detect sentiment and based on the keywords in a specific emails which we'll be getting. So email filters which we'll be using, and server analytics. This is one of the tool where exactly it is using kind of a analyze survey tool, which is using in the backend NLP. And also when I wanted to do social media monitoring, so we can try to use the NLP to restrict certain kind of the uh, emails or request to accept or filter certain data. So as such, then test analytics which we are going to use. So in the test analytics, like when we provide a data, like example Grammarly which we'll be using. So if you are having a particular data, this is predictive text. To predict the text which you had been written, we'll be using Grammarly. So these are all the different examples which we can, which are the services presently running inside the by using NLP. And also in NLP inside, it is using deep learning. So to predict the text and which are all present. So based on that, it will try to give the expected output for us whenever we are expecting. So
So this NLP, sorry to interrupt,
no
Mamta.
problem, no
This
problem.
NLP,
Hmm.
see, NLP will have the model, or model will have the NLP.
Model will have the NLP. So
NLP.
model which
Okay.
we are going to use. So in the back end, it will be using the NLP. If
NLP.
I want these any kind of these services in my model.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
So if I in that way it will be designed.
Okay.
Okay. So then we talked about the document intelligence. Like so here, like whenever I wanted to manage huge volume of the data, like if I wanted to process the data and use high volumes of the data, then we'll be using this document intelligent, which is present. So usually, this document intelligence to support Azure AI document intelligence service is present on the Azure. So this is like a basic window when we log in with the document intelligence studio if I wanted to create on the Azure portal. So here, what like basically when I wanted to prepare the data sets for the ML machine learning, right? So I'm going to create various kinds of the data. So there we'll be using uh, to structure that particular data. So we can try to store various kind of a data, and where exactly we'll use this document intelligence is certain types like uh, if I wanted to, here we can see. So whenever I wanted to process certain kind of an invoices, if I wanted to predict it, and receipts which we are having, certain cards if I wanted to validate, and tax forms. So during that, we'll be using the, and also in the document intelligence, there are certain pre-built models to already, so where exactly the model is ready. So if I wanted to process my data as such, so I can try to use that particular pre-built model. So there I no need to train in which way it has to extract the details from the large amount of the data that I had been provided. If the if I wanted to train another new model, so during that time I have to just create my own model and trying to act whatever the expectations that I'll be having. So here, what are the different pre-built models are there? So we can just see invoice, receipt, identity, health insurance cards, and contract.
So
So
how,
hmm,
considering invoice document intelligence, Mamta, so how from where it will get the invoice information, or
mm,
manually we need to store in
actually
the data, as you mentioned,
that
data set.
model is already present, right? So whenever I wanted to extract certain data or store, means if I wanted to get a certain data from that particular um, app, okay, so predict the invoices which we had been given. So during that time we can just create a software by using this um, pre-trained model. So in the back end, if you provide certain data, it will try to whenever you are searching certain invoice details, right? So during that time it will be storing all the invoice details, so we can try to extract whatever the details that I want.
Okay, so
Like
suppose I have one document, one
suppose
invoice.
like you
Hmm.
wanted to, you are running a business, okay, you wanted to
Yeah.
store in a app all the invoice details, okay.
Okay.
So for that you will be you are able to use the pre-built model where exactly you can have all your invoice details to be present. So by
Okay.
using that, once the model has been developed, so for with that, whenever you wanted to extract certain customers invoice details, you can try to extract it easily from that. So if
But
I'll be
I
running
need
a
to dump first. I need to dump first
huh,
all the
so for
documents to this invoice. Hmm.
for
Yeah.
that dumping, so you have to just create a service on the Azure. So there you have to use this pre-built model. Here you have to
Okay.
add your data set. So, how exactly it should extract the data, how exactly it should give you the input, everything has been set from the Azure. only thing is you have to have your data set and use this service which is present on the Azure. That's why
Okay.
we are
So for
calling it as a
invoice.
pre-built
Mhm.
models.
Pre-built model. Yeah. So this when I use this pre-built model,
Mm,
considering as an invoice as an example, when I
mm,
dump data
mm,
using invoice API or
mm.
the service that Azure is giving, it
Mm.
behind scenes it create data set. It
Yes,
it will be a single data set or it could be a multiple data sets,
mm,
and I can retrieve data for a specific customer
yes.
with the same invoice. Yeah, invoice app.
Mm. Like by using that app, like whenever, see, example, you might be generating thousands of the invoices for each day when you are working on the actual business, right?
Yes.
No, so everything will be stored in that particular model in the as a data set. So whenever you wanted to search and extract, so you can try to use this this model to get it easily available for the end users. See,
But
when you
model will
compare,
be different.
hmm,
Model will be an intermediate layer. Behind
yes,
there
yes,
will be
you
some
are going to,
database data set.
yeah, data
Mm.
structure we are going to define how exactly it
Okay.
should be stored, how it should give you the output as such. Because when you see about the Google search engine and chat bar, so both will do the same purpose, right?
Yes.
But when you the kind of search results is more specific in the chat bar when compared to the search engine. So that is
Yes.
how it is different rather than you keeping in Excel and giving it a different or keeping all the invoices and getting from the DB. So we can try to use this for large amounts of the data when I wanted to manage it.
Okay. Okay.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to check from the Visual Studio as well. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So in the knowledge mining, so here so these solution when we'll be using, so if I wanted to create a searchable knowledge store, like when I'll be having unstructured data, so we'll be using basically as a Azure cognitive search, we'll be this is one of the service from the Azure which is going to provide the data for us in the knowledge mining. So this is just an introduction which we had been using. So I'll just once we are done with this, we'll just go by one along with the module in depth learning and then creating the service on the portal as well. Okay. I'll give you
Sure.
the exact difference between the knowledge mining and data intelligence.
Okay.
So yeah, generative AI if I wanted to do, so like whenever we can use Azure OpenAI Service and Azure OpenAI Studio. So these are like whenever we can try to use to develop like a customized AI model if I wanted to develop generative AI models. So we can try to get it. And yeah, so with this whatever we had talked right now, so like machine learning and NLP, so apart from that we talked about document intelligence, knowledge mining. These are the major concepts which we are the complete AI model contains, even from the certification or if you are developing any of the model any of the AI model as well. So these are the basic pillars which are present, basic services which you are going to use. So that is what we are going to talk more about that services. So but when we are starting with any services, there are also challenges and risks that we are going to have it. So when we talk about challenge or risk that we are going to talk encounter is, so there will be different types of the challenges here. Bias can affect the results, like whenever we are creating a certain model, so it might have the bias based on the gender. So maybe like when you are giving some loan approval, so there might
Mhm.
be based on the gender. Okay, that is a bias, means that is going to be not fair for all the end users. It is not a like it will affect the bank business as well, with a certain restricting certain amount of the people from taking the loan. So sometimes error might cause harm. Like when we are training a model, like example, you take the healthcare domain. So I just created a particular model where exactly it should predict when exactly the person can get the specific diseases, like what are the different factors which may cause a particular diseases as such. So if I miss a small data set or a small parameter also, so it may predict if someone is checking the prediction, so it may give the wrong prediction for the end users. So it may have a lot of effect on the end users effect as well. So in that way, even a small errors which we are not going to neglect make the end users app which it is using in a wrong extent, and also it may make them difficult situation. So we should make it, whatever the errors it is going to cause, we have to be very very careful. And data could be exposed. Sometimes when we'll be having sensitive information, it should be stored securely. If it is like leaked, it might be having a lot of challenges as well. So sometimes solution may not work for everyone, like based on location or blind people, it may not be useful. So like that, we might be having challenges as well, visually challenged people like that. So then user must trust a complex system, because so users should also, like when before they're accessing a particular model, uh, they should also completely believe. So if they has to believe, we should provide the transparency for them. So that is also one of the parameter. Then who is liable for AI driven decisions? Like, so when something goes wrong, who is responsible for that? Who is accountable for that? So like we should not make innocent person is convicted for the crimes related to the which we had been developed. So then who is responsible person? So based on these challenges, so AI come up with certain principles which we have to follow when we are developing a model. So that is called as the responsible AI principle. So this responsible AI principles will be working on the six different pillars. Okay. So one is fairness. So it is like from the certification point of view, Nazim, this is one of the simple model. And if you are very clear about this six concepts which are there, you can easily take out around 3 to 4 marks or questions. You can do it properly.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So at least when you will be taking up the exam, it will be having around 15 to 20% weightage, only this module.
Responsibility. Okay.
Yeah. So here, one first thing is fairness. So when you talk about the fairness, you have to remember this concept, like gender, ethnicity, and other factors. Means whenever I am developing any AI model, so it should be accessible for everyone. It should not discriminate, giving a access for the certain group of a people because of either the gender or because of their ethnicity, like that. Okay, so that
Okay.
makes unfair advantage, or it will be having disadvantage to the specific group of the applicants. So example,
Okay.
loan we can take it. Or in the same way, if I wanted to give certain other example, like when we'll be developing the worldwide one application based on the AI, so that is not going to restrict the uh, access for the specific country. So that is not fair. If it is, if their government regulations are not accepting, we should not restrict their access based on their regionality, right? So as such.
Mm.
And also when we are developing a particular app, so we should not like we can, like related to the devotional app that we are our model we are developing, so we are going to restrict for the specific Muslim community. So it is like we are doing the bias based on the uh, religion. So as such, it is not so then it is not comes under the responsible AI. So that will be not accepted. So for that, we should make sure for all the people fairly we should develop the model which we are going to have. So in that way, so it can interpret, we should first, whenever we are developing it, so we have to interpret that models and qualify whether it is going to have this fairness or not. So in
Okay.
the same way, reliability. So reliability and safety. So it means like, so whenever we are developing any particular model, so it should be having the safety parameters as well. It should not like, and also it should able to, if any small errors are present, it should able to come up or adapt very quickly. You should not going to have more side effects as well. Okay, so means like example when we take, so if I am using some model to diagnose the patient's symptoms which are present, so if I wanted to recommend certain prescriptions for them, so then we should be like more uh, cautious there. Means it is like, if I am going to predict a small mistake also, the human life will be on the danger. So that is so these, like when we are developing certain model, we should consider how safe my model is. So it and also reliable in the sense like, if there are any certain errors, it should be like recoverable. So for that, to make it recoverable, what I should do is I should be able to list down all different types of the errors that I can get whenever I'm using this particular model. Example, I can take self-driving. So when I'll be using self-driving, if I'm developing self-driving two-wheeler, so during that time, what are all the different negative circumstances that I'll be getting? So if the road is smooth, it will go, that there is no question for that, it will work. But how well it is able to handle the errors that we are going to get it. So for that, so we should, rather than listing out all the data and finding the errors, even we can create certain subsets of circumstances. So in all the subsets, we can try to create and we can try to find out what are all the different errors we'll be getting in each data subset. And based on that, we should able to resolve everything. Once it is resolved, then only we can make it. Okay, so my solution is having a safety measures in it. Okay, in that way.
Okay. Subset instance, it's a module, each module, something
Yeah,
like that, right?
like when you will be having huge data set, like based on different features, like inputs, so you can just segregate rather than as a whole. If you look at, you may not able to find it more
Yeah.
changes.
Mm.
So you can segregate it based on the functionality. You can, if you analyze, okay, so during this time, how likely related to the engine, how exactly it is going to act, related to some power supply if I'm using alternatively, or if I'm using in different weather conditions, how exactly it is going to work. So for see, if I'm developing means, all this how it works is based on data. Correct. So
Okay. Yeah.
I can divide it in and then predict it.
Okay.
So when it comes to reliability and safety, so we have to make sure that it doesn't going to harm any person, and it should be safer for and we should have test all the error causing scenarios and have the backup solution for that.
Okay.
When it comes to fairness, so it should be fair for all the people. So and also it makes you sometimes confused. That is the reason, keep remember certain terminologies for each kind of the responsible AI principle that we are having.
Okay.
And then privacy and security. So when it comes to the privacy and security, like let's assume that we are going to have, we'll be developing, so we are going to store certain times the sensitive data. Okay, so when we'll be using sensitive data, how exactly we are going to have that data safety for us? Like wh- so whenever we are using certain models, we'll be using certain person's information, their details as well. Or if I'll be developing any healthcare, I'll be using certain person's health condition details as well. So during that time, it should not be easily uh, uh, taken from
Accessible.
other person. Yes, accessible. So for that reason, so we have to make sure that whatever the trained system is there, so that should follow privacy and security principles. It should be adhered with that. So in that way, it should not able to easily taken uh, outside whatever the data that we are going to have. So for that, we should both, whatever the data and decisions made from our data, both we should be kept under the privacy. So we should have both the data and the decisions that we had been taken. And when we are using this data and um, security, sometimes we require transparency as well. So what is meant by transparency means there is a difference between having privacy and transparency. So transparency in the sense, we should be, whatever the model that we are developing, we should be transparent with that. We should not be strict what exactly inside it is going. Correct. So when it comes to the privacy and security, we should have the secure data information. But how exactly it is going to differentiate is, so if I'll be taking the loan uh, prediction, so
Okay.
whenever I'll be transparent, so how exactly I'm going to take the decision, like whether a particular eligibility I'm going to decide. So during that time, so to make him eligible for the loan, so what are the parameters that I'm using? Correct. So that I should be transparent. But so I should not leak all the users who had been already taken the loan. That is a sensitive information.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fine. Transparency means whatever conditions are required
Like
to
when we are
get the
making
loan.
certain
Mm,
decisions, so we should be transparent on how exactly we
okay.
are going to take the decisions. Like example, I'm going to use the employee portal to predict a certain when I'll be taking the interview process, whether the person is in or out. So for that, I can show to the employee has a right who has rejected to understand on which parameter he has rejected, right?
Yes.
So that is transparency. Means whenever we are just developing a model, like if any decisions that we are taking, such decisions should be transparent. It should not be like if I'm not showing him, it is like based on my interest, I can give to any other opportunities, right? As such, so it should be transparent when it will be taking the decision, so we can try to make that purpose or the decisions you visible for the end users as well. So in that way we should be transparent. But when it comes to the sensitive data which is present, so for that we can try to use this, we can use certain privacy and security rules to make sure that we are not going to leave that sensitive information for the end users. Okay.
Okay.
So here, when it comes to the Azure, how exactly it is going to provide the privacy and the securities? First of all, it is going to restrict the access, even if you are using the machine learning, right? So example, in the organization, there are 100 people. Okay. So 100 people also having access to their Azure portal, which they are using. So for them, if a particular admin, if they provide the role based access control, we call it, so if they provide the access, then only they can view our resources which we had been created, because
Yes.
everything will store it in the form of resource groups in the Azure. So if I provide these resources, then only end user can view the resources which we had been created. So this is one way. By restricting the access to the resources and different operations by specific users and user groups, we are going to have the privacy and security. So another one is we are going to define the networking communication, like we are going to create the vnet, so we can like restrict the incoming and outgoing networking communication.
The inbound, outbound rules.
Yes, yes. So in that way, we can try to restrict. Another one is encrypt data in the different format. So when we are trying to get outbound data, so we can just try to send it in the form of encrypted form. So during that time, so it is very difficult to decode. And also it provides certain whatever the Microsoft will be having, that is providing certain packages to use it. Like when we are developing any model, if I want extra layer of the privacy to be present, so there is two different packages as a packages it has released. So this is out of, you no need to remember from the certification point of view, just your idea I'm giving. There is smart noise, so one service which we can try to, this is helps in achieving the privacy. Okay, so apart from that we have counterfeit.
Okay.
So these are the two different packages which we can try to use as part of our application which we are going to build for our model. So in that way, we can try to achieve more privacy and security for the model that we are using. Okay, so you're
Okay.
clear about the differentiation between the transparency and the privacy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So then we have another one, inclusiveness. So inclusiveness in the sense it is similar to the yeah, this is where exactly fairness and inclusiveness will get confused. So when we are developing any model, so it should empower everyone and engage all the people. Okay, means regardless, when it comes to the fairness, we should not discriminate them either because of their gender or because of their uh, like ethnicity, like that. When it comes to the inclusiveness, when I develop a certain model, it should be reachable to benefit to all the set of group of people. Means even it should help the physically challenged person, all the gender, all different sexual orientation which they'll be having. And also means it should not whatever I am
Discriminate.
just developing, it should not not the discrimination, it should reachable to every person, we have to make sure.
Okay. Yeah. Inclusiveness means include all these people.
Yeah, you can
Something.
remember that. Yeah, when it comes to fairness, so you should not discriminate any people.
Okay.
So when it comes to
Okay.
inclusiveness, you can just understand that it should include all set, including physically challenged, blind people, like that. The benefit should reach to them as well. Fairness means
Okay.
you are not going to discriminate based on the gender or what are the discrimination factors which are present on the society.
Yeah.
So then we have the last one, accountability. So when it comes to the accountability, so like let's assume that there are we are developing a certain AI model, and then we are going to give certain, we are going to do certain means functionality to be present. So after that, what it has certain kind of the uh, like errors it is going to have. So during that time, so we should not, so other persons, like if any issues are coming up, so the one who are responsible for developing it, they are accountable for that particular AI systems which they had been done. So here, if I take designer, and designers are developers of the AI based solution, so they'll be working with certain government organization or under certain governances when they'll be using. So during that time, so they should make they should be legally authorized, or they are the responsible person who is going to develop. And also sometimes what happens, under the designers or the developers hands, it will be nothing how the instruction it is coming from the specific organizations, they're going to develop as such. So if it is going to be causing any effect to the society, then so the who is going to be the guiding principles who are there, so they should be able to take the accountability. It's kind of, they should make it clear, it should meet whatever the ethical and legal standards present in that particular locality. Accordingly they are developing that decision. Means it's kind of, whenever we go with a AI model, like as it is having pro and lot of disadvantages as well. So there is certain decision making authorized person. So they will be, if it is going good, when it goes bad, they should able to the take the accountability, means kind of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as such, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is about the uh, simple
Six
six
responsibilities.
responsible principles of the AI model. Okay. So with this, yeah. So now we'll just try to get into the portal. So you can try to create your account. Okay. So I you know how the, I think I had explained you briefly about the architecture. So we'll be having management group. So where exactly at the organization level we'll be creating, sorry, to manage multiple subscriptions and to have certain principles at the organization level. So under it, we'll get the subscriptions. So we can have multiple subscriptions under the management group. And this
Okay.
management group will be always associated with the Microsoft Entra ID. So in the Azure AWS, you know about IAM.
Yeah, I am. No. Yeah.
Microsoft Entra ID is similar to the IAM. So here Microsoft Enter ID. So this is a tenant ID. This you will be using when you wanted to connect with this directory and the subscription. So for each subscription that you had enabled also you will be having. So these are the users and groups you can create. So you can restrict the access by only if the registered user are there. So for that user, when you create any model, you're going to provide the access. Only if that particular user gets the access, then only they can try to view the resources. So under subscription, before I'll create any resources, I must have to create a resource group. Only under resource group, I can create the specific resources that I want.
Okay.
So here, management groups. So usually after that subscriptions, and then under subscription, we should have the resource group. It is kind of a logical unit. It doesn't charge anything. Okay. So just kind of a
Okay.
logical unit which contains similar kind of a resources or group of resources.
Okay. Mamata, one query I have. See, in AZ 900, AI 900, we have some 6 modules, right?
Mm.
Uh, are we going module by module or how?
Yeah,
Just curious to know on this.
module
This
by
is the
module.
first module.
Yeah, if you are having that confusion, let me, I'll just show you. Even my slides I prepared based on that only. I'll give you that idea.
Okay.
Okay, so here I'll be having a resources. So here, so yeah, so in this way, this is hierarchy. So now if I create a resource group, then I can create a resources like kind of all the different resources based on which I wanted to create. I can try to create it here. This you are create clear, right?
Yes.
So if you are creating any workspace for the AI model to develop, so first you should have resource group. Under that only you should create a resource.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So first one I took this one. Yeah, before even this, just the fundamental. So this is the one I just covered.
Okay.
Okay. So I was planning to start with that, but before that I felt like we should start with the machine learning, then we should start with this. So that's why. So whatever now I'm going to teach is like whatever I'm going to talk is uh, the foundation for this to start.
Okay.
So here I'm just planning to give you the this one. So this is I had covered till now. Whatever I had covered, this is from this module. So
Module.
now I am
Okay.
going to cover this one, like fundamentals of the machine learning. So as part of that, I'm going to just give you this overview. Before that, I just wanted to, yeah, when you wanted to learn, right? So if you are not getting, you can even uh, try to get into this exercise. So when you learn, you can just try to expose your, try to more. Um, practice from here as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I wanted to create, if I wanted to understand the machine learning, so first I have to create a machine learning workspace. So I need to create a new machine learning workspace. So for that, I need to create a resource group over here. So AI resource group I can try to create.
So sorry to, I'm a bit confused. So
No
in the
problem.
6 modules, in the first module,
Mm,
again, we have gone into the, this is the first module.
mm,
First AI concept we have covered. Now we are doing fundamentals.
mm. See, right? These are all we had talked.
Yes.
So based on this only, I prepared the slides as well. I gave the overview about this.
Okay.
Now,
So now we are doing,
going to start this.
okay, fine.
Now we
No.
are good.
Yeah.
Still any confusions?
I have no confusion. There is a second module. Out of the 6, this is the second module we are going to start. Fundamentals of machine learning.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I am just no. What exactly you are confusing is, see, let me make it clear for you. Yeah, so under
This is the
self-placed,
module.
yeah, we are having, so there are 5 modules. Okay,
Okay.
fundamentals, computer vision, NLP, document intelligence, and then generative AI.
Generative. Yes.
Yes, okay, so in this, I just started the first module. In the first module, again, I have 3 different submodules.
Submodules. Okay.
So
Okay.
in the
Now it is
submodules,
clear. Yeah.
I have done with the first module.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Now it's clear.
Okay, so now I have the resource group 01, and now I'm going to name this as the first AI workspace. So we have to, if I wanted to start any ML app development, I should create my workspace. Then only I can try to create the required one. So I can just set up my ML studio. So either we can create our directly ml.portal.com, we can try to navigate. So here I just wanted to go to the East Asia region. So then I can go with the storage account, and then this is a key vault which will be created. So this is kind of a uh, secrets when I
Locker.
wanted to.
Mm.
Yeah. So during that time, we can try to use it. Okay. So, and application insights. You have any idea about application insights?
I have no idea on the storage account and application insights. Mamta.
Okay.
What is
Yeah.
storage account?
Yeah. Storage account is like whenever to store the data. So we'll be using the storage account. So give me one second.
Okay.
Okay. In the AWS, what service will be used for storage?
S3 buckets.
Yes, exactly. Similar to the S3 buckets.
Okay.
So even here also, when you do functions, you can attach the storage account, and you can define the life cycle as well. And you can set up the access tier, like you can move hot, cold, uh, and archive like that when you are not using specific data. So as such, and even like uh, you can create a versioning. You can do all this with the S3 bucket, right?
Yes.
You can integrate that with the EC2 instance as well when you don't want hard disk to be, just if you want for the storage. Uh,
Yeah.
so as such, we'll be using the storage account. So here, when you are going to create your, by default to store the data, it will be creating the storage account. So in the same
Okay.
way, we'll be having the application insights. So these application insights, like this is a monitoring tool we'll be using. So whatever the application or workspace that you are creating, even if you create here any simple service as well, so all the data that you wanted to track, whatever, if your application is running on that place, you wanted to track all the data which is getting transacted, which is transaction is happening, like
Logs,
users
application
login.
logs.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So this is to have your application insights. And then container registry, you have idea about the container registry?
Docker containers, right?
Yes, yes. So if we are,
Okay.
so like when I wanted to, if I'll be using Docker
Full
Hub,
image.
or if
Yeah.
I can even have my create from here only container registry, then if I wanted to take from local system the directly container, I can try to pull to here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is networking access, like public access, whether I wanted to provide or
Okay.
private with internet bound. So this is kind of an action. And encryption, how data should be transferred, what is that way I need to transfer it. And
Okay.
here we can try to use the identity. So here, um, this storage account access, how you wanted to provide identity based access or credential based access you wanted to give. So we need to select for this storage account which is going to be attached. It is like default storage. This is not anyway connected with the service that we are going to use it. And
But are
here,
this will be part of AI 900, Mamta? Will they ask such things?
no, no, no,
Storage
they won't
account.
ask. They won't ask anything.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
just
No,
a
I mean
sim.
you are telling which is good for me, but
Yeah, they
I
won't
thought
ask.
like confirming.
Even they won't ask you like about anything related to the model, but you will be getting the questions related to the ML life cycle. And
Okay.
just a stages, like high level stages will be having, right? So which will come after that, that's it.
Okay.
Apart from that, for that, if you learn theory, go and sit for the exam, you can clear it.
Okay.
Okay, this is like
Oh,
when you learn on hands on, right? So you won't forget it easily.
yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So here you can create a workspace. So if you know what is storage account, application insights, then only you will be in a good phase once your service has been created. If you wanted to do certain POCs, you can go ahead with that.
Okay. Yeah. That is basic things required.
Hmm. So here these are the resources which are creating as part of the uh, my ML studio which we are going to create. Let it do the deployment. So by the time we can try to search for the document intelligence. So it will take
Okay.
some time. So I'll just give you the overview. So this is
Okay.
Azure AI Service. This is service name which is going to provide you the document intelligence for you. So if you wanted to create this document intelligence, one more thing, try to remember when which type of a service will be provided from the Azure.
Azure AI services. Okay.
Yes. Okay. You can just make a short note at the end of the course, or else I'll try to keep writing somewhere. I'll give you the access at the end. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
Because I had seen even like Vision One, how exact, which is a service that I can get the um knowledge mining. So for that, cognitive services, one of the service. So as such, you will be getting certain questions. So
Questions.
here,
Okay.
yeah. So Azure AI Services. Under that, you can try to create document intelligence.
Okay.
So here, now if you want to see the studio, if you wanted to create, so I can try to create the same. I will provide the new AI document intelligence and access tier. So usually, this is like how pricing will be decided for you. Okay, means when you want the advanced one, so I can just go different types. Okay, but we can use here standard and free are there. So as of now, we can try to use the free one only. Okay, this is like the backend
Easy to
support will be
instance. Yeah.
provided. Yeah. So with that, we
Oh,
can
okay.
try to create it. And one more thing you need to, I just wanted to show you, just to give you the basic idea. Okay, this is like I just written after your concerns in the previous session. So yeah, when we talk about like any model type that I was discussing, right? So we will be having pre-trained models we can try to use. Example like cognitive services, services related to vision, NLP, right? So these are
Yeah.
like we no need to add an effort. There are already services are there on the Azure. We just have to use those models.
Okay.
So when I'll be using, I no need to do any effort. So if I'm developing a software, I can just try to use this AI service which is available from the Azure.
Okay. Yeah.
And we are going to build simple models. So when I'll be building simple models, example, I can use Azure Machine Learning. So this is a service. By using this, I'm going to build my own model. So these
Okay.
are all like already pre-trained models. I don't need to add any effort.
Okay.
So another one is complex models. So during that time, I need to have dedicated data scientist and team where exactly I need to add an effort and build the AI model.
Okay.
These are the
Yeah.
like different level of effort you have to use. For that, what is the services it is going to help you? And then
Okay.
I talked narrow AI or weak AI, like which we are using it now, and strong AI, like which exactly we are going to have in the future. It is like
Okay.
completely take the decisions as a human only. That is how still means they are trying to improvise the models day by day which they are developing, right?
Yeah.
So these are certain challenges when we'll be this is like based on these questions your 6 AI principles are relying. Importance of
Okay.
data set, evolving fields, this one, but as it is evolving there are a lot of challenges as well. So we have to follow ML life cycle. During that time we should have the dedicated team and we have to undergo certain security consequences, and we should able to explain when I'm giving the model, so I should able to explain what is the ability of my model, like whether it is having how it is able to reliable, how strong my AI model to encounter the errors, and who is going to face the consequences and who is accountable at the end as such.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that I
Yeah.
can create the data intelligence as well. So these tags is like how many services we are creating under this I'll just show the window how exactly it is going to reflect. So this AI workspace has been already created, machine learning workspace. So once my machine
Okay.
learning workspace is ready, I can launch my studio. It will take me into another window. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the basic things. This is config JSON file. So whenever you download workspace configuration in your Azure ML SDK notebook or Python script means, so here once I created, okay. So if I wanted to use same thing here, I can use this particular config JSON file. This is
What is the
studio way.
purpose of this config file?
Like if you not able to connect to this particular workspace, right? During that time, you can try to import by using that. But
Oh, okay.
directly when you go
Mm.
here, it will connect it. But still, so these are the key
Okay.
vault where exactly our secrets will be stored for that key vault service which is been created. So this is the application insight service. If you go here, you can keep tracking the application insights like logs. So in this
Okay.
application insights, you will be keep logging all your logs. Okay. So with that, your workspace is ready. And also either you can launch your studio or else you can go to the URL. So via that, you will get this particular window. Okay, so first AI
Okay.
workspace, which it is been created.
Okay.
So you can see all the workspace. Yeah. So this is related to the default directory. So we can have multiple directories in my Azure. So this is like you can create different IAM accounts, right? So
Yeah.
like that we can have default. Usually root user is the one default will be present. So from that you can
Okay.
create multiple directories. So here it is a directory. So under that, so all the workspace I can see, I have only one workspace in the East Asia region. So these are the features which are stored and registries, and these are the different models which are already present, environments and components. And every account that we had been created for subscription, there is restricted quota. Okay, so which we can try to enhance it.
Okay. So for this workspace, I mean, a team will be working under which
See
we
here,
can.
when you are
Mhm.
developing the
Yeah.
AI model, right? So all your
Mhm.
work relies here. So if you wanted to develop any model, you're going to work on your workspace which you had been created. So for supporting, you will be having automated ML, so designer, so where you can try to create the assets, you can use it. So to manage your model, you can use the space and monitoring tools, data labeling, linked services, you can try to get it. So these are the different assets that you are going to use for your model, like where you can set up the data, you can create various jobs, you can set up pipelines, different environments you can try to configure, you can store your models as such. So this is like what is the authoring services that you can try to use it. This is model catalog. Okay, we'll just explore on this, Nazim.
Okay. Yeah. So, but my worry is like, will they go into the
No,
each?
no, no,
No,
no, no,
no, right?
no, not
Yeah.
at all, not
Thought of
at all.
reconfirming once again. Yeah.
Nothing. You see, if you have that concern, right? Just go through this once.
Practice. Okay. Yeah.
This is like actually
Sure.
provided from the Microsoft only.
Microsoft. Sure.
They'll not even go depth, but only thing is there are, s- to be frank, from the certification point of view, you should have the responsible AI, how exactly it is going to work. And for all the AI models, like under NLP, you will be getting
Okay.
different, as I told, speech to text, text to speech. For each
Yeah.
type, which AI service is there
Okay.
supporting. And then, so related to the, you will be getting hardly 2 to 3 questions related to the document intelligence
Okay.
and knowledge mining, like where exactly that service will be used as such. Related to the machine learning, you will be getting type of algorithms that you will be using. And when you are using the algorithms, which is being based on the label, which is based on the feature they'll be asking. So you can
Okay.
go to the machine learning algorithms, right? So you will,
Yeah.
if you understand this clearly, you can easily
Okay.
learn it. But when you go see this much, believe me, you will be getting, if you are very good in understanding, if I give the real time scenarios and values, which whether it
Okay.
is supervised or unsupervised, whether it is like uh, like regression or classical one, which type of a model it is, so linear one. So if you are able to predict those, you can
Okay.
easily clear that.
Okay.
But if you have to understand this, so rather than straight away take the diagram and give you that, so I just wanted to show where exactly it come into picture.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So these are the main pillars from the certification.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So here,
Mm, mm.
and you don't get any questions related to this.
Okay.
but you should have the basic understanding how the process will go.
Yeah, got it, Mamta. Yeah, at
Mm.
least we should know where what is there.
I'm stressing
Yeah,
actually wherever
yeah,
the exam importance will be there, right? As I
yeah,
told from this module, I told you, right? 6 questions you will be getting.
yeah.
So
Responsive. Yeah,
respond. So there, and
responsible AI.
also from this computer vision also you will be getting more.
Okay,
Each type of like image classification, they'll give the scenario whether it comes under the image classification or object recognition, or it is the image analysis. So that again we have a new it is basic introduction I showed you, but when we cover as part of that module I'll go in detail, so that you should able to take it very easily, that you can solve that questions easily here.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
sure.
So first we'll understand this machine learning models and types and all, because what I feel is you can do it very easily, NLP and related to the computer vision and all. So this is what little bit it takes you to understand. If you clear about this, others and all like very easy for you.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. So here, like we just created the workspace here, right? So if I wanted
Yeah,
to create a certain model, if I wanted to build, so what I can just see is here is my workspace, which I can try to use it. So here I can create image classification using DenseNet. These are like this low code option uses existing pre-built components and earlier data set types. Means it already has data sets and pre-trained models are already present. So I can try to use this pre-built classic pre-built models and I can try to build my AI. So here these are the different types, and this is like custom, where exactly this option is appropriate for most scenarios and include a few new pre-built components as well as ability to provide our own code as the custom component. So I'll be giving this based on my custom component. So now if I wanted to create a new pipeline, so I can go with that. So here I can see the different data sets which are present. So data information, Python language, what are all the components I wanted to use, I can use it. This is anomaly detection, statistical functioning, and model training. If I wanted to do trained clustering model train model, train PyTorch model. These are the different models and web services which are there. Web service input, web service output. So these are all the different components which we can try to use it. So let's assume that so here I'm having some adult census income binary classification data set. Okay. So I have
okay,
automobile price data set. So here I have already a data set is ready. So if I wanted to create any automobile price data, the model based on this data, or if I wanted to create any adult census based on that, so I can try to create a model. So for that I can use this data set and I can try to build this particular model.
okay. So it's deploying model now.
No. There is a
Oh,
stages which we have to do. Means I'm just saying that we can try to
oh,
drag the data. Okay.
okay,
So what exactly I want you to do is today just try to log into this, create a workspace. Okay.
okay,
So after that, so in the designer, so you know why exactly we'll be using designer. So to prepare our data sets, either from the custom data set or pre-built model to get uh, which data set I wanted to use. So we'll be using this designer first stage. Okay. What are the different
what is
data sets?
difference? Yeah, difference between model and data set. So data
See,
set,
model means
huh,
already it is like a built-in, which is already
built-in,
developed.
predefined.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you wanted to, even if you want to create a if you want to use the predefined model also, which type of a model that you wanted to use it,
So
based on
version,
which requirement? requirement. So here you
Okay.
can see sample data is also present on based on different parameters, right?
Yes.
So in
For
that way, mm,
multiple models are here. Movie
multiple data
title.
sets
Yeah.
is there. This is data set. So we can
Okay.
use this data set to use, and by using this data set, we can try to create a model. Okay. So I'll just tell you how exactly we can proceed further from here. So you can just go through and see what are the different data sets are available. So this is like
Sure.
which we can use the classic pre-built model, which is already present for us. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, apart from that, make sure that once your resource is created, so you're going to delete all the
Delete. Yeah.
resources which are present. Yeah, now we created a document intelligence as well, right? So I wanted
Yeah.
to see that service. So if you are getting any services to search, just go here. So these are all the services which are created as part of my AI. So I want the document intelligence. So this is the service which has been enabled here.
Okay.
So here if I wanted to, means I should use this studio to develop that document intelligent service if I wanted to use pre-built models and all, right? So I need to enable that studio.
Okay.
And see, this is very important from your exam point of view. So they'll give you the scenario, like you wanted to extract the data, you wanted to use key value pairs and structured data from the documents. So which service you are using, whether document intelligence or knowledge mining, or kind of you will be getting on based on that. So try to
Okay.
remember this. Why exactly? What are the different scenarios we'll be using this document in intelligence studio?
Sure.
Okay, and here so you just create the service as well. So go through this. Uh, so this is like where exactly we can provide the access and all. This is related to the security. Okay, no need to worry. I'm just giving you the idea. So this is tags. I think you will be using tags in the AWS as well, like just for your um, billing purpose
Identi-
or
yeah.
identification purpose of the specific services. This is like when you encounter certain the whatever the space that you are using on the cloud, if you wanted to troubleshoot if it is getting any challenges issues with the networking or any other device related, so we can try to get the logs here. So here keys and endpoints which you will be using to connect with this particular document intelligence services. This is how exactly the data transfer is happening. So these are like pricing tier related to the access level. So like we can use F0 tier and S1 standard. Networking configurations, how exactly you do. These are all not very much important, to be frank, not at all
Okay.
important. Okay, the only thing
Okay.
you should understand, see, they will ask just why this is used. Okay, so for
Okay.
that, if you can remember this, that is more than enough. But for your understanding, so just go with this studio. Okay, this is a AI document intelligence studio. So why, what are the different pre-built models are there? So here I have invoice. What exactly it will do? Extract invoice ID, customer details, vendor details, ship to, bill to, total tax, subtotal line. So like whenever when I'll be storing the invoice details, so based on total bill ID, based on certain ship to, means based on certain parameters, when I wanted to extract data, I can use it. This is the receipt, identity documents, health insurance cards. Okay, so they will give
Okay.
you these examples, you try to remember it. Okay, because
Okay.
in the exam you can just get the questions like, okay, so we'll be using health insurance cards, so for that I wanted to extract the data from health insurance cards, so which type of a AI service that you will be using,
Okay.
and from the invoice you wanted to create, and also you wanted to use from the specific business cards, you wanted to extract certain data. Okay, so during that time which type of a AI service that you will be using, so in that way you try to remember, just try to glance once what type of services we can try to get it from the document intelligence. So here if I wanted to use this, I can try to click on try it out. So we'll see how exactly this model pre-built model is present.
Okay.
So for that also, I need to configure the service over here. Okay, so I can just choose the subscription type. I can use the resource group which is present. So I am going to create a new resource. So new, so which region, pricing tier, free I wanted to create. Only one free account is allowed.
Okay.
So it is having restrictions with the free account. Okay, I'll just try to, okay. I'll see maybe from other way how exactly I can just show it. Uh,
Sure.
are it is not recommended to create this. You can, if you
Okay.
can have the idea, that is more than enough, but I just thought like if you go inside it, how exactly you are going to
What all
store the,
things will be there?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So this is like cognitive service resource which you wanted to use it. This is the document intelligence service which we had been used. Yeah, review resource group. So this is how it is been. So here pre-built model is, you can try to drag and drop your files which are present. You can try to run the different, yes, 5 more minutes. See, so you can drag your various files. In that you can try to query what exactly you wanted to extract.
Okay.
Like example, you will be getting a flight ticket. So you wanted to, uh, let me just see whether it works out or not. I can go here. Yeah, I downloaded a file, so I can try to
You
running
downloaded,
analysis.
uploaded.
Uploaded, sorry.
Mm.
It is like giving me the different data. And this is a confidence score, how much confident it is to get the data that is there.
Okay.
This is giving in the JSON format.
Okay.
So current document, so page, language. So here you can see configure basic settings and additional options for analyzing the documents which I am going to give. It will charge additionally for this
Oh. Okay.
data to be created. So this is like a kind of a receipt. Based on receipt, if I wanted to analyze, so invoices, I can give my invoice and try to analyze the data. And this is contracts. So how exactly it is going to analyze, right? So we can take this one, based on this we can customize and build my own app.
Okay.
Now you got some idea, right?
Yeah. Document Intelligence Studio, when we create some model like the receipt, so
Mm.
whatever customizations we do, and then via the endpoints of this particular document intelligence we can pull the information, or we can query the information. That is the
Yes.
purpose, right? Mostly
Yes. Like
API.
whenever, like if you have any receipts, any invoices, if you want to customize your, if you wanted to extract certain data, then you will be using it. But what are the scenarios like you are going to use it? So that is what the thing you should understand. So here we have, right, why exactly we are using, where it is. Here you don't get certain times, so that's the reason always it is better to go to the subscription. You can find all the resources easily.
Okay.
So here I can wanted to go to the, yeah, I'll just, you can just note your, even for your reference, I'll be storing this in the certain site.
Okay. Sure.
So this is to extract the text, key value pairs, tables, and structures from the document automatically and accurately. This is the main purpose of using the document intelligent. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So we can use Document Intelligence Studio for this service to enable. Okay. So yeah, any queries till now?
Probably I will go through, Mamta.
Yeah. So
Tomorrow
you,
I will go through on this, and I will
yeah.
go through the documents that you have shared
Mm,
on the drive, Google
mm,
Drive.
mm,
So I will go through that, and I will go through this. I will check. I have. I mean, I
mm,
logged in with my company's ID to
mm,
Azure portal,
mm.
and I need to check this machine learning and this document.
Yeah. You just make sure that
Intelligence.
there is a subscription. Like if you have Visual Studio subscription.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Professional edition I have,
Yeah, so
and
with that you will
$50.
be getting monthly subscription. What you should do is when you are having Visual Studio subscription, you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, I'm able to see your screen.
Yeah, so Visual Studio subscriptions you will be having, right? If you go here in this window, you will get some benefits. Yeah, so here, yeah, if you go to the subscriptions, you will get the benefits window. So where
Okay.
is benefits? Yeah. Mhm. Okay. So when you sign into the subscription, sorry, I don't have here blinking my office,
Okay.
it will show my subscription. Yeah. So
Okay.
when you go here, that will show the benefits. Under that, you will get the Azure window. Okay. So subscription benefits. So if you are getting that benefits window, you will get the Azure and activate, like that you can see it, right, plural side. In the same way you see Azure, you will get an
Okay.
activate like this activate button. So if you click on activate, then directly around $1,150 will be credited to your account every month. So you can try to use this resources creation and all.
Okay, but that will be charged to
No.
that.
That will, if your organization has been signed with the enterprise one, right? Visual Studio
Huh,
Enterprise subscription. So during
huh.
that time, you will get for free $150. You can read there when you find
Okay.
Azure, right? So it will say that every month $150 will be provided for you. As such, it will give the instruction. Based on that, you can try to activate it. Sometimes, so for in my organization, for few it is not there, this Azure Studio subscription. During that time, enterprise they don't have. So they have Dev Essential, some other subscription. So they'll be getting per year $120, around $200 free for 1 year. So in that way, you will be clear about your resource utilization, how much you are getting free credits. And if you had activated that, you raise the ticket for that, it will activate. So when you are in the here, you can see notification, how many points that you are using, how much left as such,
Okay.
credit score
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so with that you can try to use without paying,
Yeah. Yeah.
because we'll
Got.
be also using some certain POCs when we wanted to do and all, right? So we'll be using those credit points.
Okay. Actually, I have gone through and it's shown me around $50. Why? Because
Mm,
the company is not giving me enterprise edition. I requested actually.
mm, mm, mm,
So they are telling like, no, no, enterprise edition is not required for developers.
mm,
I mean, I'm not into Azure, right? So,
mm, mm, mm.
so they
No
are
problem, that's
telling,
fine. If you have $50 also, it is kind of a huge. You
it,
can try to create all the resources that you are means you can play around for your certification.
okay,
Okay. Yeah.
sure, sure.
Yeah. So you just get into that ML Studio and digitally this one document
Document
intelligence.
intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah. So and as you are to get an idea how exactly the certification which is important, to choose that which is not important, take up this assessment.
Sure.
Okay, see here you can see type of machine learning algorithm predicts a numerical label
Number.
based with an item based on the item's features. Like here it is asking which algorithm we are going to use. So that should predict a numerical label which had been given that will be associated with an item based on the item's features. Like so label should be associated the features. Let's assume that I'm going to select here the regression one. Okay, so check your answer. So it should going to say that the description about you. So if you are very confused, okay, it will say why exactly the regression model is. So because it is used to predict numeric values. So others also clustering, why we removed it. So it use groups data points that have similar characteristics. This we have not covered, that is totally fine. So here it is asking predicting rainfall on a specific geographic region. This is like, see, when we wanted to predict, it will try to take multiple data. Based on the data set, he should do prediction. Then we have to use the regression model. So then I can just go with and just randomly to show you the fair one. So this you can solve these questions once we're done with the ML one. So all around 5 questions based on that only, right? So this is based on the features and the labels. So this is like what parameters you will be using to predict the data. Yeah, so make regression. I'm just going randomly. No, and I just wanted to get you the age of the house, like number of bedrooms. Okay, so here it is asking related to the automated machine learning model we are using. So which resource should you create first in the Azure machine learning? So
Workspace.
before, if you are, yeah, so if you are creating an automated machine learning, first you should have the workspace. Then you have to set up your data set. So then you
Data
have
set.
to use like either container instances. If you see container and Kubernetes instances is same, like where you can store your container images. Even here also it provides the cluster for multiple containers when you are having. This is for the single container. So as such you
Yeah.
will be using it. So this is a data set you are going to set it up.
Is it
Automated
what is telling? Create first in Azure. It's a data set, not
automated
workspace. We
machine
created
learning
workspaces, right?
model. Automated. No, it is asking like in the ML model.
Automated.
ML model means you are already in the workspace, right?
Oh, okay.
So we are in already the machine learning studio means we are already set up workspace. So then we should start with the data set.
So no, when we are in Azure Machine Learning Studio,
Hmm.
then first thing we need to do is we need to create a workspace.
No, 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 no. That is what.
No,
So if you wanted
workspace.
to click on automated ML, before that
Okay.
only workspace will be created. That's what they're saying. Workspace must be created before you access machine learning studio.
Oh,
So with
okay.
workspace, once we create, then only we start with the click on automated ML, right? So
Yeah.
it will start with the
Oh,
data set as such.
okay.
Okay. So here it is related to the split the data intertwining. Okay, it is also related to the ML only. We have not covered. We'll just skip it. I just wanted to go with So here, three data transformation models are in the Azure Machine Learning Designer. Okay, data transformation models which are present. So I have not covered, just go randomly. I just wanted to show you like this one. Uh,
Document.
no, generative AI. Okay. Type of service provides a platform for conversational artificial intelligence. So which
Con-
one you feel conversational AI?
Conversational AI. First one only, I think. First one only, or it could be a AI translator also.
Translator as well, correct? So here,
Yeah.
when you select this, you will get it. Yes. Okay. If it is correct, also you read it. Though why others are rejected? Okay. You are telling about translator also, right? So AI document intelligence extract information from scanned forms and invoices. Correct. So and then AI translator. Okay, is part of natural language processing, but it does not serve as a platform for conversational AI. Okay, that's
Okay.
why it has been rejected. So in that way, if you go through, it is easy for you to clear the certification.
Okay.
So this anomaly detection is also another module, so we can
Normally.
cover it. It is asking, so which two artificial intelligent workload features are part of Azure AI Vision Service? So Vision Service is related to the
Optical. Yeah.
article
Yeah.
character
Sentiment
recognition,
analysis.
sentiment analysis. No, it is
Oh,
spatial
right.
analysis.
Okay.
Okay, so here this comes. Which principle of responsible artificial intelligence has the objective of ensuring that the AI solution benefit all part of the society, regardless of gender or ethnicity? Which is this? 5 minutes now.
Reliability and sorry, one sec. What is it? Ensuring the AI solutions benefit all the society regardless of gender or ethnicity. That is
This is benefit when
reliability.
it comes inclusiveness
Benefit. Okay.
to all parts of society. See,
Which
reliability and
includes.
safety means how exactly it can overcome from the errors. How safety it is going to give it to the end users, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Here you should be clear. Then,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
principle of responsible artificial intelligence involves evaluating and mitigating the bias introduced by the features of the model? So there is a
Bias.
bias. Hmm.
Fairness.
Bias means hmm?
Bias means fairness, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So means it should be fair for all the people. It should not include the bias. I'm coming, Anisha, 5 minutes. So she's
Which will
going.
place the
Yeah.
perimeter implementing.
Implementing an AI solution that meet qualification for business loan approval. Like here they're asking, so primary role when implementing an AI solution that meet qualification for business. So when I wanted to decide the qualification, we should be transparent.
Okay. Yeah.
And okay,
But
here plays an primary role when
accountability.
implement. It is there. So accountability is not. So
At least.
it is kind of inclusiveness. Like you should
Okay.
include every people, right?
Every people.
Principle
Yeah.
of primary role
Yeah.
when implementing an AI solution that meets qualifications for business loan approvals. It should be fair also, right? For all the
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
Yeah. This is how it will get confused. That's take
Yeah.
multiple exams and practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So bank is
Definitely.
developing a new artificial intelligence, okay, system to support the process of accepting or rejecting mortgage application. See, here system to support the process of accepting or rejected. When it comes, it is like transparency. So, which two issues should be considered as part of the responsible AI principle of fairness to avoid biased decision making? Okay, so here we should avoid the biased decision making. So, for that, what decision I should take? So, I should not,
Gender.
should be considered. So, I should not discriminate based on the
Gender.
ethnicity and the gender.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which two principles of responsible artificial intelligence are most important when designing an AI system to manage healthcare data.
Like,
So if I have to manage healthcare data, so some person should be accountable for that. And
privacy and
privacy and security is important for that. Okay, you're good now? Yeah.
yeah.
Which principle of responsible artificial intelligence ensure that an AI system meets any legal and ethical standards it must abide by? So when it comes to the legal or ethical standard it must abide, it is kind of an accountability, right?
Okay. Content, yeah.
Yeah. So here, which artificial intelligence technique should be used to extract the name of a store? So I have to extract the name of a store from a photograph displaying the storefront. So there is a storefront name I wanted to extract. This we covered. Which one we can use?
Yes. I think, yeah. Optical, yes. Optical,
So
yeah.
yes. So from the
Image
image
classification.
to
Uh,
extract the data that we had covered as part of this
yeah. Yesterday.
image, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. I
So,
will go through this. Yeah. That
mm,
will definitely.
which
Yeah.
computer vision solution provides the ability to identify a person's age based on photograph? So usually person's age in the sense face it
Facial.
has to detect. Yes. So we can see here the face detection. Okay, facial detection. So based on that it can try to identify the age. Then which computer vision service provides bounding coordinates as part of its output? Like when it is going to give me the output, so it has to give certain uh, coordination. So bounding coordinates it has to give. So for these concepts, we should go in depth to analyze. So this is also object detection. When we use object detection, it provide ability to generate bounding boxes that identify the location. So here we had used this boxes, right? So where exactly the persons are there. In the semantic segmentation, it will mask that particular objects which we had been identified. So then which process allows you to use object detection? So which process will allow us to use object detection? Analyzing sentiment around news articles, extracting text from manuscript. This is not the object detection. Granting employee access to a secure building. Tracking livestock in a field. So how many livestocks are present in the field? So this is approximately, it looks good, right? This is text from manuscript to extract. I'll be using document intelligence, right? So sentiment analysis also will be using NLP related from the news article because I need to read the text, understand, and I need to identify the sentiment analysis I need to do, right? So this granting employee access to a secure building, like related to the access, we don't use this object detection here. Yeah, you're there, Najim?
Hello.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Actually, what
Oh,
happened is by mistake, mute
mm.
went off in the
Okay, okay,
headphones. Headphones,
no
actually.
problem.
Yeah.
What allows you to identify different types of the bone fractures in X-ray image? So here, bone fractures in the sense conversational artificial intelligence we don't use, right?
Yeah.
So facial
Either
detection also
facial
we don't use. So we will be using
image,
object detection
uh,
or image classification.
image. Yeah.
Yes. So when it comes to the image classification, so it will do advanced image analysis techniques to extract information from the images. So object detection, it's like individual objects within the image for their location with
Box.
the bounding box.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
this image is it object.
Classification will go. Yeah, I feel object detection. Yeah, so it is correct.
Okay.
So attendance
Okay.
system that can scan handwritten signature.
Handwritten. Okay, image page
So
object
here we can, so attendance system used,
optical
what can be used for an attendance system that can scan handwritten
scan
signatures? Is it
optical.
optical character recognition? We'll go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because usually when there is a certain character recognition, during that time we can go for the optical. But
Yeah.
if it is related to objects classification, or if I wanted to classify the specific objects inside the image, get certain coordinates and all, then we can go for the image classification. To differentiate the objects, we can go with this. So which
Okay.
features of computer vision involves associating an image with metadata that summarizes the attributes of the image? So here, so I should get, I mean, there is a feature of computer vision that will segregate all the metadata and summarizes the attributes of the images. Like usually it is tag. Okay. So it will
Yeah.
give me the basic identity of that particular image.
Okay. Okay.
So means whenever you see, right, these are like tags which are going to highlight the image identity, image information. It will try to highlight for me. So yeah, these are all like which
Okay.
two specialized domain models are supported by using an Azure AI Vision service?
Service.
Each correct answer. So here related to the Vision service, which two domains are usually on which you wanted to do the Vision services are present. So it is based on celebrities and landmarks.
Okay.
Like when we talk about the AI vision service, right, it will be
Yeah.
having certain data support intents. So if it is celebrities are available, so all the celebrities, when we give a certain pick, it can identify the celebrities and which place, like that it is specialized in that. So in
Okay.
that way we can make more data and we can make it trained in that specific domain. So it
Okay.
does not support as of now specialized domain models or for animal, cars, and plants. But default, if I wanted to develop my own, so I can go with that. But now we have this.
Okay.
Okay, so here, which additional piece of information is included with each phrase written by an image description task of the Azure AI Vision? So when we will be developing the AI Vision service, so apart from the image description, what extra I'll be getting? Usually, as per my knowledge, we'll be getting the confidence score. Like each image, whatever, like this, it is going to do image analysis, right? So
Okay.
specific service it will analyze. After that, like let's assume it is going to predict certain image and give you the description. It will give the
Okay.
confidence score as well.
Okay.
So confidence score in the sense like how much accurate in predicting. So that will be decided based on the data how exactly had been stored internally. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So which service can you use to train an image classification model? So you understood, right, why I asked this to name, save these names.
Yeah,
So here it
documentation.
is as like that. You will be able to map each type of a AI service, which service you can utilize from the Azure. So for image classification, you can use Azure AI Vision or Azure AI Custom Vision, AI Face, AI Language. So AI Language, we can exclude it.
Exclude. Yeah.
And yeah, phase
Face
also it is
also.
specific to the specification. So custom
AI
vision and
vision.
AI vision. Mm. Is it
I think
custom vision or AI vision?
I think AI vision.
Because
Custom
for
means
AI,
it is we basically
it is
we
not
develop
like that.
over on top of it. Oh, okay.
It is not like
Okay.
that. It is custom vision. So it is like custom vision is an image recognition service that allows you to build and deploy your own image models. See this AI vision service, AFA service, these do not provide the capability to train your own image model.
Okay.
Means we
Yeah.
can use the existing models only with this Azure AI, Phase AI services. We are not able to customize it based on our
Okay.
image. So only the custom
Okay.
vision service, I can upload the image and I can get the uh, image classification.
Okay. Okay.
Is it clear? Yeah. Okay, so from here, as we have not started with NLP, so this is, you understood the difficulty level, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so still we have
Something
not covered any module. We just did the introduction. So I hope now you are able to get the difficulty
grasp.
level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure, Najim.
Sure.
We'll connect back tomorrow.
Sure,
Thank you.
Mamta.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks.
You
Thanks
are
for your time.
confident now?
Yeah, actually, at least out of 4 options, we can segregate at least 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that is for
Good.
sure. And yeah,
Yeah. You should require
I will
700
practice
for
from my side.
certification. Yeah. See, to be frank,
700.
if you want the AI certification, right? What are all
Mhm.
the multiple this free assessments are there? If you solve that, if you are confident to get around 100 out of 80, and if you go through all the AI syllabus, you can easily clear it. But after clearing also you can get 700. But after clearing, if you don't create and work on hands on, after 2 weeks, if I ask something, you're not able to
Forgot.
explain me. Yeah, that's why get hands on,
Mm.
uh, get more into it, then it is kind of an interesting domain actually.
Sure, sure, Mamta,
Yeah.
definitely,
Thank you.
definitely. And recording will be how, Mamta?
You will
It
be
will.
getting from
I will be
the
getting. Okay.
Skype. It's, yeah, if you close this window, right? So after that, you will get directly in the Skype itself.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
I'll
I
try
will.
to place it in a specific folder. So if
Okay.
possible, I'll see. Then I'll give you the access. I'll check that option if it is there. I used to do with the Zoom.
Sure. Sure,
So
Mamta.
yeah, thank you so much, Nazim. Tomorrow,
Thanks.
what
Thanks.
time we'll connect?
Tomorrow afternoon, is it fine?
Yeah, so I'll just probably I have to take for 1.5 hour my daughter music class. Some
Okay.
relatives also coming this week home, so that is the reason.
Sunday we
As
can
soon,
skip, Mamta. Even I am traveling to hometown.
sure,
So
sure.
tomorrow
Mm.
I'm ready.
Tomorrow we'll try to cover this ML. Nazim, you see this initial concepts, right? If you are
Yeah.
able to solve that, remaining things are easy. NLP and all you can we can do in the weekends only. So by the time, what I'll expect you to do is by Monday for sure.
Okay.
Don't forget to ask this code access key, how to apply, from which portal to apply, and get registered for the exam.
Yeah, actually they gave me some link also.
Mm.
Yeah, let me go through that link, Mamta.
See, Monday
To be
if you
frank,
can Monday if you can register your exam either on next Thursday or Friday or Sunday, whatever the preferable time. So by that
okay.
time you will get it. So we can maximum we can by Monday or Tuesday I can cover up the syllabus which is there.
Oh,
So
next week, Monday and
I
Tuesday,
may
it will be
require
done.
6, as I told, yeah, Monday and
Okay.
Tuesday it will max by Wednesday we can try to complete it. So after
Okay.
that, till you take up the certification, I can grab certain uh, like question paper kind, like the
Sure.
assessment type. We can try to solve that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
Means
Mamta.
what my assumption is, like, which is important from the certification point of view, we'll finish it. So once you can good, so we can explore more thing when it is required. So
Sure.
weekends I supposed to travel to the office. Sometimes I'll miss and all right. That's why we'll just stick to tomorrow. Then we'll be good with, once we are good with ML, then either we can go on the Monday and Tuesday. If we can maximum, if we can complete later, it will be easy for us, right?
True. True,
Yeah.
Mamta. Sure.
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 Yeah, by the time,
Yeah.
so you can just because it will take more time for you to get the slots for the A900 from the Microsoft also. Okay, that is the reason
Okay.
you should apply it. See, you will be, even though if you get the access code, if you apply for the certification, if you are not confident also, one day prior you can reschedule it to the next dates.
Okay.
In
Okay.
that way you can
Yeah.
try to manage.
Sure, sure, Mamta. I will go through
Sure.
my email that I have got.
Sure,
Then
sure. Yeah,
probably I
yeah.
will update you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Najim. Bye.
Thanks. Thanks. Bye.